Here's the typical crate that the boat would arrive in. Right now I'm just taking the lid off here. And you can see the pieces. There's the right on top there are the deck pieces. Out of the box. Now in the case of the Swifty 11, which this is, it comes with its own building jig pieces in the box. After you've got this, you'll want to be, well, what I'm doing here now is there are a couple of things that are pre-assembled in the kit that you have to take apart, like the dagger board trunk there I'm working on, and the transom, which is next to it there. It's basically what you do. You butter up the joint really well. You want to have enough glue on there so that when you put pieces together, it squeezes out just a little bit on the sides. You don't, whatever's squeezed out is basically wasted, so you don't need more than just a little bit. But you'd like to see it make full. All this is detailed in the kit instructions, of course. What size screws to use, and the order of putting all these pieces in place. These are attached to the transom, so now this is nice and solid. The middle seat support, front seat support, and the dagger board trunk. And I'm going to go right down. I'll get out of the picture here, but I'm going to get right down to the end of the plank, just pouring out that much. Just up to the pencil line. Now you get quite a bit of time to work on this, so you can be careful. Even in warm weather, you probably have at least a half hour. I mean, you don't need that, but you know, 50. And then try and find the hole with it. Now I've got the tip in the hole, and to check, I can see that the pencil lines, I was talking about the three hatch lines, are all lined up. The pencil line that's the edge thing is in the right place. So I'm going to draw that one out. Now I'm going to go on down the plank. At the back here, it's hung up. Once you got that first pair, you won't have any trouble doing the others. So this is what that fillet. Finish up and install it. And I've coated all these areas that I wanted to coat now on the boat itself. Let's see. So we use nails. We use the brown shrink shank boat nails. They're very strong, and they're good for this job. Now, what I did is I coated up under the deck area. After the epoxy, that was already epoxy coated. So I sanded that and then washed it down with a light washing of water, dried it off good. Put on a coat of a water-based primer. I cleaned up around the edges. Time for a bit of work now. I'm going to go ahead and put the deck strip on and the combings. All right, I've turned the boat over. You might need some help for that. If you're careful, you can do it by yourself. I always do. They're going to get in the way of this operation, which is the filleting. Now for filleting, you mix up the epoxy and the sawdust or wood flour, which you're using the epoxy out onto that. If you do that, it won't set up by generating heat in its cup, and it'll take a good long time to set up. And then applying it with a wide putty knife like that is pretty fast too. You can scrape it off the piece and just put it into place roughly. And here we go. We take the 1-inch fillet stick and just drag it along that seam like that. Whatever. With the fillet stick, the other end of the fillet, got it all coated with epoxy. Starts to look pretty nice now. I think we've got 2 coats on there. I've got the here's this Swifty 11 launched, and there goes the captain ready to take it out for a spin. Well, we don't have any wind to speak of there, but there's enough to give it a little bit of a push. It's always fun taking this first sail. Now, you notice, and on the 40 hours. Oh, there goes the cat. Now he's taking a solo sail. That's his first, I think. Little